Hello friends, welcome to Economic Development Unraveled. Today we will analyze India's hallowed growth story. I will talk about how India's growth trend has a jarring takeoff problem and the nation is failing to replicate China's success. Watch till the end to understand exactly why India's future doesn't look bright. So let's jump right in. Many personalities recently have made comments and wrote books regarding the pace of Indian economic growth. The point they all make is this. Today, Indian GDP per capita income is $2,400. Considering current growth rate and future growth estimates, India won't even make it beyond $10,000 per capita income by 2050. A minimum threshold of $20,000 of net per capita income is required to enter into the developed category of nations. India has a significant shortfall in the speed with which it is developing. Now, India has not grown at the same rate as China during the past few decades. China paced ahead, and today the communist nation has a GDP per capita income of $12,700 compared to India's $2,400. Let's get one thing clear. India has consistently lagged China in all macroeconomic parameters. China is already an industrialized upper middle income nation. So, is India on course to become like China despite the lag of 10 to 15 years? The answer is no. Let's analyze that in two parts. First, let's see how we can tell India has a takeoff problem. Look at this gross national income per capita comparison chart of India and China. Observe China's per capita income for the last few decades. There is a clear growth trend that included a robust takeoff around 2005. Now, take a look at India's trajectory, which struggles to take off even after a lag of almost 20 years since China's rise. We can identify the same takeoff problem for India in every other relevant income metric that can be tracked and analyzed. Now let's get to the second part. Why is India having the takeoff problem? Actually, that is not surprising at all given India's growth strategy. That is because India has never implemented a set of policies like China did, which, if implemented, would have propelled the nation's economy into the developed league. And that is also why India is unable to engineer the same lift China was able to 20 years back. You see, the economists never really understood economic development and therefore had no sound solutions to the problems of developing nations. Even to this day, the economists are clueless. So China has strategically engineered the development of its economy based on the three stellar success stories of Northeast Asian nations, Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea. Those Northeast Asian nations have perfected a set of policies that almost miraculously transformed their economies from dirt poor to advanced and wealthy. On the other hand, Southeast Asian nations Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand have only partially followed the strategy of the North and achieved partial success. India, on the other hand, has followed a strategy that can only be described as haphazard. The country has deviated significantly from the set of policies which, if implemented, would have guaranteed success. I have explained the same and uncovered the principles behind why the Northeast Asian policies worked in my book, The General Theory of Rapid Economic Development. I show in the book how a consistently high savings rate is mandatory to achieve rapid economic development and so much else. In the same book, I have also explored India's growth in the past, how it fell short in managing a high savings rate and its future trajectory. If you want to learn more about what I am talking in this video, please get a copy to learn everything about economic development that even professional economists don't know. It is definitely worth the investment. So, India has two options going forward. Continue the existing set of policies and grow to only remain as a permanent middle income nation like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. The other option is to radically alter the policy and approach and bring them in sync with the ones followed by Northeast Asia. That's it for today. Stay tuned to watch more content like this. Share your thoughts in the comment section and let's discuss. Goodbye.